What's up, people? Thank you for keeping us company. My name is Kelly Weils and this is Beauty Booth. This week we shall spend some time here at Posh Palace because we shall be spending some time with an amazing guy that you've met before, and he's a hairstylist. I'm going to let himself do the introduction and tell us what it is that he's about to do. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. My name is Dennis Gladys. I work here at Posh Palace, and today I want to take you through basically the logistics of natural hair and the different ways you can style your hair. Today I'm having a model by the name Violet Nyongesa, and I'm going to style her hair. I'm going to do a style that's called a perm rod set.
Yes. Before we start, Dennis, what can you say about natural hair? Because it's something that every lady now wants to embrace, and it's and with the products that are now coming up, it's easier now to adorn natural hair. What can you say about that?
Unlike some few years ago, some few years back, we're having the movement growing larger and larger, and we're also getting to have a variety of products that are also coming along to support the movement. And most ladies are also embracing the natural hair. What I can say is, one, it's healthy for you.
Yes.
It's healthy for you, for your hair, for your scalp, and it also shows us our African way and the way we can still embrace our natural kinks, the way we were God-given, as opposed to going the chemical way. And that doesn't mean that you can also play around with it in terms of the chemicals and the colors. For example, her hair is colored.
Yes.
And she can do anything and everything that someone with relaxed hair can do. She can wear her hair straight, she can wear her hair. She can wear her hair in its kinks. She can style it in even more styles than the way relaxed people can do.
Yes.
So it's even more advantage.
Or definitely, it seems that with the relax, for relax, I believe with what even I've seen is you relax. Then after 2 weeks, you retouch, you treatment, and then after a while, you start thinking of which hairstyle am I going to pre-it, before the next retouch.
Before the next retouch,
then
because you have some growth or something.
Then it's a whole repetitive kind of process again. Wow.
This one is more versatile.
Yes.
And we'll see the versatility of it as we go by.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So for today, which hairstyle are we going to?
So basically, I'm going to do something called a perm rod set. I'm going to use these rods. People used to know them for curly kits, but I'm going to just set her hair so that we get some curl and we get some volume and some definition, and it's gonna be bomb.
All right.
Yeah.
Dennis, start. Yeah.
Good, thank you.
All right.
So the hair is already clean. I'm just going to apply a leave-in, and there's some products I'll use. You can use different products. You can use a gel, you can use a curling cream, a butter, a pudding, depending on your preference.
Yes.
They also prefer to do it at home by themselves. So they'll set the hair, sleep overnight, and the following morning they unravel and get their curls. Those who like Nyongesa will come to the salon, they get it set. For this instance, I'm going to use a gel to give us more hold and longevity of the style. But you can also do it early in the morning. Then if you have something in the evening, then you chat by evening, it will be dry, and you still have your hair out.
Okay. All right. So besides the gel, because you said this gel will help hold, keeping the curls look good. So even the butter, the mousse, they also play the same role.
Yeah, they'll also play the same role because most of those products have an ingredient called carboma that will give some extra hold. If you don't have that, you can add something like a styling lotion that will give you some extra hold. Yes.
All right.
But all you need to do is make sure your hair is clean and it's well moistured, and that's it.
All right. Yeah. Let's do this.
Good. So the different techniques I can go about doing this. I'll talk about three. There's one where I can just and this is the one I'm going to use.
Okay.
You can just take the hair that way. You just make sure it's well detangled. It's already washed and well properly detangled.
Yes.
So then you can just set the hair this way. Just do your rod there and you take it down till the end.
Yes.
But after applying some products, so it will be smooth and well finished. Then you just secure it in place with the rubber.
Yes.
So that's one technique.
Okay.
So there's another technique, but that one you can start from the back. But basically what you do, it's just the same strand, but now you won't cut it that much. You cut it this way.
Why?
So you'll be having a smaller section.
Okay.
Then as opposed to winding the hair on the rod, you'll wind it along that way. So they'll all give you different results.
Okay.
You see, when I do it that way, it's like the hair has traveled along the rod.
Yes, yeah.
So still you secure it in position the same way.
Okay.
So the result will be different. So there's just another technique still for the same, where I can get this section.
Okay.
Then I place my rod there. Then I wind the hair this way.
But itself, you
This
hold
way.
the hair and you tip it
Yeah,
around.
you twirl it around
Okay.
that way. Then you still secure it.
All right.
And also the outcome will be very different.
Okay.
So depending on the preference of your client, what they want to achieve, you choose the proper technique to go with it.
All right.
But at all time, just make sure you're not setting on dry hair.
Yes.
Yes, make sure the hair is well moisturized. Yes.
Okay.
Good.
And definitely, if you're a BrandPlus TV watcher, guys, there's this event that we were with where I met you, the Afro Styling Award, the Afro
Dreadlocks
Affair, sorry.
Yeah.
And one of the things they were talking about is the panelist is when it comes to natural hair, moisture matters a lot.
It does,
You need to
it
always
does.
keep your hair moistured.
Because you know the way our hair is structured naturally, it tends to have its cuticles very exposed and open. So which means at any given time our hair is losing moisture.
Yes.
So at any particular instance that you're thinking of styling your hair or maintaining your hair, just remember moisture has to be there.
Okay.
Because again, the way our hair chemically it is, it's made up of about 95% protein called keratin and only 5% moisture.
Moisture.
So at any given time, our African hair needs
It's
moisture.
it's losing moisture.
It's
So
losing moisture because of so many things, environmental factors, mechanical factors.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe she's going to go under the dryer. So after that, I'll make sure that after the dryer, I'll make sure that I moisturize her hair again.
Again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So moisture is very key.
You can see you're adding some gel.
Yeah. So
Okay.
give us some hold.
And we need to tell our viewers that this is one of those natural hairstyles that you can do it yourself and you can rock it so nice, and you will not even need a stylist to do it for you.
This one, you definitely, it's not a must that you come to a stylist.
Yes.
It's something you can do at home.
Yeah, yeah.
I've mentioned different products that you can use. You don't have to use a gel. You can use a butter, a cream, a pudding. You can use a mousse. You can
Yeah.
even just use a curl lotion. And it will still work.
Yes.
So long as the hair dries properly, then you're good.
You're good.
Yeah. And I'm sure the guys will love the results.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is colored. The other thing, we can also do this for the natural. It doesn't have to be colored for you to rock this.
No, it doesn't have to be colored. You can do it on purely natural hair, because the moment you've colored your hair, we no longer consider it purely natural.
As much
We
as
say-
it is natural, it's no longer natural.
Yeah,
It
because
has already been tampered.
Color is still a chemical, so we say it's color treated. It's
Okay.
not because a color has altered with the structure of the hair in the
Okay.
cortex permanently.
Yes.
So we term it as color treated.
Color treated. Yeah.
Yes, but you can still do it on purely natural hair. You can do it even on relaxed hair, actually. Yes, it's not purely a style for natural hair.
All
Even
right.
those people with relaxed hair, they can do this. Yeah, I still look good. The only difference is with natural hair, it tends to hold longer, tends to look better, tends to have a fuller look.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also the sections that you're taking will also determine how long it's going to take for it to dry.
All right.
So it's good that if you work with some medium sections, not very long, not very huge sections, for the hair to dry faster.
No, it's so interesting, just like I was saying. With the technology, with the new age, every single day we have new products that are making, taking care of hair, not just even the hair, but our bodies easier. You know, I remember this kind of curls. My older cousin, you know what they used to do by themselves in the house? They will have the hair well blow dried, the straight, the full one.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
then
wow.
with a splash like that, moist the hair, you know what they'll use? A newspaper.
And yeah,
newspaper.
Yeah, a newspaper. No, that was the 80s straw set.
Yes.
I remember I also found my aunts doing that.
Yeah.
They could set it overnight with the newspaper, and also the newspaper used to help it dry quick
because it will absorb the moisture. Now it is clicking. Now I can see it now clearly. There is now with the moisture, with the newspaper now.
And now the newspaper, there's a way they used to twirl it so that it will give some really nice color.
Very.
Yeah.
It's just a long way. The changes.
So also when you're using your products, just remember not to be so generous. Don't use a lot of product. That's why you're seeing at some point I'm wiping off the product and applying the excess on the rest hair.
Yeah.
So that also you don't get something we call many residues, and also that your hair gets to dry in time, because again, the more you use, the more the product you apply, the more longer it's going to take to dry.
Okay.
Yeah. So this should take probably 40 minutes to set, or an hour, depending on the volume, the length, and the speed of the stylist.
Yeah.
Yes. But also that doesn't mean that you have to do it in a hurry, then you end up harassing your client.
True.
Yeah. So as you're seeing, as I'm walking along, I'm making sure that the hair is well detangled, so that when it dries, it won't give me hard time like when I'm fluffing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also when the client wants to do away with the style, the hair will still not be that much tangled. Yes. And this is a style you can wear anywhere, almost anywhere.
Anywhere.
You can go with it to the office, no matter your profession. The only place you can go with it, maybe two places.
Where?
Not the gym and not swimming.
Okay. Wait, I mean, your time it is not favorable for the gym.
It's not favorable for the gym because the moment you have this, then it gets into contact with sweat or water.
It loosens up.
Yeah. So you need to avoid those two. Or the moment you do this, then you decide to be romantic and dancing in the rain.
But wait a minute. The other thing is, the moment they will be complete or when you will remove them. Obviously, there's a way, like you're saying, when you want them to be detangled, so when you are removing them, they are easier.
Yeah.
The ladies of late, I've noticed they are liking their hairstyles a little bit shaggy.
This one will be a little bit shaggy. Also, I'm also that kind of a stylist that with natural hair, I don't believe in that too much neatness. It kills the essence of it.
Yes.
Because that's what we're used to when we were in our relaxer days.
True.
But I used to do relaxed hair some few years ago, before I specialized fully into this.
Yeah.
And you see now, with relaxed hair, it had to be sleek, smooth, and nice. But now, with natural hair, if you do it that way, it kills the vibe.
It kills the vibe of it being natural.
Yeah.
All right.
So they like it a bit roughed up, but still good looking.
Yeah. Okay, so now Dennis, we're going to have a short commercial break.
Yeah.
And then give you some time to speed up. And then when we come back, we shall be able to see how it looks when it's complete, right?
Exactly.
All right, so guys, we are going to give Dennis some time so he can speed up. When we come back, we shall be able to see how it looks like when it's all complete, and he shall tell us what it is that we shall be doing next. Stay with us. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, Dennis has already completed what he was doing. And Dennis, what can you tell us about what we have over here?
So what we have is an ready set hair that's just waiting to dry. So maybe some few pointers I'd mention about this style.
Yes.
Maybe rotate it for our viewers to see. The technique that I've used, it's called brickwork. brickwork is where you make sure that you've covered the gaps.
Yes.
There's that gap, there's that roller, there's that gap, there's that roller down there.
Yeah.
So that also when you're styling your hair, you won't have something we call tunnels. Or maybe a point where the hair is breaking.
Yes.
You have hair that's well flowing and well covered. There are no gaps that will be left in between the rods.
It's like a patch, like you don't have hair.
yeah. You won't leave with spaces like there's no hair there.
Yes.
An artificial balding from the styling. So the other thing maybe I can also mention is about the tightness of the rods. So make sure they're tight enough, but at the same time they're not stressing, they're not straining your scalp, they're not hurting your client.
Yes.
So the tightness will also make sure that your curls are well tight and they're holding well in place.
Okay.
So the other thing that I can mention maybe is your use of product. Make sure you don't go so heavy-handed on product. When I say heavy-handed, don't use a lot because you want this hair to dry in time. You use a lot, you're getting product build-up, you're clogging your pores. So also that's not very good for the hair.
Okay.
So also make sure you've moisturized the hair well enough and you've used something like a leave-in.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's it.
And that's it. Let
Now,
it dry. And then
so you can decide to have, if it's at home, air dry like this.
Yeah, at home you can just cover it when you're going to bed. Then in the morning it should be dry.
Yes.
Yes.
And the other thing, because you were going to put her in the hair dryer,
Yeah.
I saw their artificial. I don't want to call them artificial, but they are hair dryers you can use at home. They look like a bag.
Yes.
And then you just connect.
You just do a blow dry.
Yes.
With a blow dry.
Yeah.
So you can also use that one for days. The only thing that it's going to take a bit longer to dry. Those ones I prefer them better for treatments, for masks and treatments, as opposed to drying. You can also dry a bit with it before you go to bed, just to make sure that you're done with the wetness, the one that you can touch and feel.
Yes.
So then you go dry, then you should just dry naturally.
All right.
Yes, but they're also really good.
Okay. So
now from here we go under the dryer for some time. It dries, then we unravel. Let's see the outcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, let's take a breather and see how the hair looks like.
Good.
Welcome back, guys. In case you're just joining us, we are looking at different natural hairstyles, and today we are looking at perm braids. And Dennis is about to show us how it looks, because if you remember, we had our model's hair prepped well and it was taken to the dryer, and right now we want to see how the outcome is.
Okay, good. So after the hair dries, let's say technically you've gone on the dryer, or you've slept with them overnight, or you've used your hooded dryer at home. So there's this process now that's called the takedown.
Yes.
So that's what I'm just about to take our viewers through, how you should take them down nicely, so that you don't end up destroying your style.
Okay.
And so that also your curls comes out well defined.
Yeah.
So basically I'm going to show our viewers that, then we'll end up by styling, which now is just a few minutes and you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do
Good.
this. All right.
So you can start from the top or from the back, but I choose to start from the back so that I work my way up. While I was starting, I started from the top,
From the front, yeah.
coming downwards. So I'll start from the nape, coming to the front.
All right.
Good.
Okay.
It's just easy. You just remove your band, then you just unravel.
Yeah, slowly.
Your head rolled. Now you can roll the opposite direction.
Okay.
And it's so easy. It's not a process that should take you much time. Yeah. So in some very few minutes we'll be done.
Yeah.
It will be a bit roughed up, but curly and a nice look.
Right.
And now because of the color again, there's something that also color does to your styling for natural hair. It gives you that an extra oomph.
Yeah.
Yeah, to your style.
Especially when it is well moisturized and shiny. You know, I agree with that. I've seen that.
Just,
Yeah,
it's just brilliant. Huh?
Totally. And now, obviously, this kind of hairstyle, when you unravel them, like you're saying, further, it will look amazing.
Amazing. So once you're done that way, now you're done with the takedown, you come in with an oil so that you don't get a frizzed up here.
Yeah.
You just, and this is what you'll use to unravel. So people get to question, when you use the gel, will it flake? Will it give off some white stuff? Clearly you can see we used gel and it dried and it doesn't have the flakes.
Yeah, and the texture of the hair is so nice.
Yeah.
Still soft.
So now from here, just make sure your hands are oily so that you don't get your ends out being frizzy.
Okay.
Now you take each section that had a palm rod and you just go in and just separate.
Yeah.
You just separate. Again, this is a very quick process, so it shouldn't take much of your time.
Yeah.
And you can see how a single curl is looking.
Yeah.
With this, you can start from about anywhere, so long as you cover everything, every section.
Yeah. So for this particular hairstyle, one can rock it for how long?
You can keep it up to 2 weeks, so long as one, you don't get trained on, two, you're not working out. It's not a hairstyle that works well with water and sweat.
Okay.
Yeah.
The morning refreshing?
So in the morning, you can actually just fluff it up with your hands, the tips of your fingers, or you can use something we call a pick comb, which I'll show you once I'm done unraveling. Yes. Okay. And you can also oil it. You can apply some oil just to keep it well moisturized and to add some shine. Yeah.
You've talked about something that has reminded me of something I learned. You've talked about the combs and the type of comb. I need your opinion, or I need you to tell us, between a metal comb and a plastic one, which one should we use to comb our hair, specifically natural hair?
So it depends on the purpose. Like now, the pick comb is a metal comb, the one I'm having. You can use an afro comb in place of the pick comb. You can use the handle side of the 3-in-1 comb in place of a pick comb. But it just depends on what you want to do. But you can use any comb. So long as the comb is not worn out, where it will go like scratching your hair, then you're still good.
All right.
Yes. Okay.
Because before I was thinking, I was already taking my thoughts in the physics kind of vibe, whereby, you know, when you rub plastic on your hair, there's that energy, the static energy. So I was thinking that static energy is not good for the hair.
But see, also if you rub plastic, I remember in school we used to take
the rollers.
Yeah, and you rub it, then you pick up paper.
Yes.
Because of still the energy. So either way, the energy is bound to happen. But again, you see, when you're combing, just don't be rough. Just don't go. Don't be gentle, in short.
Yes, on your hair.
Yes, and also be keen on the combs that you choose, and use each comb has its specific purpose. Yeah. So use it for that. If it's meant for detangling, if it's meant for setting, if it's meant for picking. Yes. These are what I was talking about. It's called the pick comb. So just get it to the roots and you pick. You just pick the roots. You add in.
I don't know whether the guys can notice how easy your comb is running through. It's like the moment you go further, it will go through. This is so nice. The hair is so soft, guys. Yeah, and looking so pretty. This is nice.
So such a style, I like keeping it as natural as possible, so that you also get to enjoy the look.
Yeah.
So there you go. Get your curls, bouncy, voluminous. And basically that's it. So these are style guides for our viewers at home. You can wait for the office, for an occasion, basically anywhere, just not to the gym. And don't swim with it.
Don't swim with it.
Because the moment it gets into contact with water and sweat, then you get to spoil it.
Yeah.
But it's something that can serve you comfortably for 2 weeks. Let's say 10 days to 2 weeks. There's some who keep it longer, depending on also how well you take care of it.
Yeah.
When you're going to bed at night, just make sure it's well covered in a satin scarf, or you can do a bonnet. Then in the morning, just make sure you just apply some oil once in every 2-3 days, just to add in some moisture and some shine. Then you can use a pick comb, or you can use
your fingers.
Just your fingers to pick through.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Guys, what do you think of this style? Because I've seen this before, now especially on colored hair. There's a way it gives, you know, something, some pop. Like you're saying, there's always something with natural hair when it is color treated.
It's colored, yeah.
Yeah.
So it gives you that just an extra touch, just that, I call it oomph, to your styling. So it just makes it not look just the regular styling or the regular type of hair. Just gives you that nice and fabulous finishing.
Yeah. Can I also share with you a tip I learned from one of the leading hairstylists in LA specifically? When it comes to hair coloring, you know what he does? He takes his clients to the daylight, sunlight out there.
The natural light.
Yes, then looks at the colors of the eyes. Then from there he determines how he's going to bleach their hair.
Oh, okay. So the colors of your eyes.
The colors of the eyes.
If your eyes are green.
That's what I was asking myself as well. But it's a very nice tip for those people, especially who don't know what color to try out.
So basically what I usually check with that before I go about coloring your hair, it's your skin tone, and I'll also look at what do you like wearing, what's your style, what are your favorite colors, your wardrobe, and also your social setting and what you also do for a living. Because there are places you'll go and your employee might go and now tomorrow you lose your job. So also those are some of the things you get to factor. Now besides other things, now the chemistry of hair, besides that, now just is the skin tone, your wardrobe, your social setting, and also your personality. Because people with a calm demeanor, you will give them something so shouting, and also want something calm and toned down.
And this is one of it. Natural hair that is colored to give it some interesting vibe. Dennis, for anyone to have their hair done, where can they find you?
So they can find me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, here by Dennis or Gladys. Or they can come physically to where I am at Posh Palace, or on all those platforms, Posh Palace Official.
All right.
Yes.
Guys, you can definitely share your thoughts, your comments regarding this amazing style. And also, if you've tried it before, hey, take a photo of yourself and post it. And you can definitely hashtag BrandPlus TV or hashtag BeautyBooth. And hey, you never know who's watching. Until next time, hey, slay us away.